This is why I train in martial arts. I'm going to show the clip where 50 Cent is shaking a female fan's hand. She pulls him in, and he hits her, I think, out of reflex. Well, let me say one thing right here is that 50 Cent is definitely off balance. So when you lean forward like that, especially over the edge of something like a stage, it's easy for somebody to pull you in. She could not have even been trying to pull him in on purpose, but let's take a look at what happened.
Time and time again, they get a little over-aggressive. Well, watch what happens. Boom. Yeah. The fans who were trying to pull him in there were women. Now, I don't know that 50 necessarily...
When you train to hit all the time, that's your mainstay, then as soon as something happens to you, your first reaction is to hit. I call it being percussive. That means you think you're supposed to just punch primarily or kick anything. One of my students I got now, I call them punchy. Every time we try to do some type of self-defense thing, his first instinct is to hit. Every single time. Bam, bam, bam. I tell him a lot, but I tell a lot of my students, the reason why I have you guys cross-train in judo, learn the Usul, Korean term for jiu-jitsu, small circle jiu-jitsu stuff. Why I'm dabbling in the Kyu show, got finished paying for the black belt in that, got a black belt in that. Why you got the Kyu show? So you don't just hit all the time. You cannot hit every single time. Just like the thing that frustrates me too with the judo cross training is when we break off and try to do one step or simple defense, self-defense stuff, they want to turn it into a judo match because somebody grabbed them. Now I understand that. And I tell them, you have to be able to stop and react and try to think of what's going on. At least what the forms give you is your first reaction tends to be block when something happens. If you do forms, I've noticed that. Once you start doing a lot of forms, your first reaction tends to be defensive and then you hit. Because when you do your form, the first move should not be the down block or defensive move. And I had to drill this to myself. The first move should be that you look, then you do your defensive technique. Then you do your down block, your up block, your middle block, your knife blocks, whatever. See, 50 Cent is technically a martial artist. Isn't he a boxer? Doesn't he box? Maybe he doesn't do it professionally, or he's not a coach or something. But 50 Cent is a martial artist, and he trains in boxing. This is not a knock on all boxers. It's not a knock on all boxers. The guy who gave me formal boxing lessons did other arts too. He did internal arts, in addition to Western boxing. That's why that man could. He was awesome. Anyway, you have got to stop being punchy. Not just 50. A lot of you guys. Anybody mess with me, I'm gonna hit them. Anybody mess with me. That's not just a street attitude. When you think that punch, kick, punch, kick is the way to handle everything, you put that habit into your body, you put that habit into your muscles, you put that habit into your subconscious, then if anything scares you, your first response is to start swinging.
Would you kick, punch, and throw? Cecil, you taekwondo? Would you fight from on the floor? Cecil, you taekwondo? Would you kick, punch, and throw? Cecil, you taekwondo? Would you fight from on the floor? Cecil, you taekwondo? Would you kick, punch, and throw? Cecil, you taekwondo? Would you fight from on the floor? Cecil, you taekwondo?